This is the final race at the Corona Classic. This is March 20th, 2022. So this is the Euro Truck race, and there's only 3 trucks out for the final. Now you're going to see that the field's going to spread out quite a bit. I was actually going to retire my truck, but a friend of mine told me that he still wanted to race because we never really got to race Euro Truck. Well, I mean, after he got his transmitter dialed in and everything, we have raced before, but now that he feels really confident, he want to race it. Now that red truck that just stepped in, it's not going to work. So that's a different friend of mine, very good friend of mine. Unfortunately, his truck's not going to work. He knows why, I know why, I'm not going to mention why, but it's not going to be an issue next race. So it's just going to be the 3 trucks. And the 5th guy, he's not out there. So that's too bad. And then my friend didn't bring his truck, the other one. So it's just the 3 of us. But here we go. We are off. I'm the 2nd truck. And as we go, this is actually a very fun class. It's a spec class. My motor's worn out after an entire season, so I'll probably pick up a new one at some other time, but this was last minute, so I figured I'd run it. But one of the things to pay attention is this is actually a very good race because you have plenty of time to pay attention to the lines, and look at that truck in front. There's pretty much no mistakes, versus if you remember the way I started, mistake after mistake. Actually, I keep making mistakes on one of those turns. But right now, it doesn't seem like the field is very spread out, and actually now it is. So it's going to start spreading out. I'm going to end up in 2nd place, so that'll be fun. Not too bad. I guess the worst you could do is 3rd place. Not bad, out of 3. You know, just don't tell anybody it was out of 3. But this would be a good class to start with. I did have a little accident there. I flipped my truck. Now with Euro Truck, if you haven't watched some of my other videos, one of the nice things about them is if you do flip the vehicle, just point your wheels toward the ground and then just throttle, just give it some throttle, and it'll generally straighten out the truck, so you won't need a marshal. Now that I'm looking at this video, I'm realizing that we don't really have marshals for this race. Maybe that's why. I have no idea. There are some marshals. Oh, well, there's one person walking out there. I don't know if that's a marshal or just somebody walking. There's 2 gentlemen down there. Not sure if they're spectating or marshalling, but yeah, usually you don't really need one. Sometimes somebody will hit a barrier and then we'll be stuck head on, although a lot of people leave the reverse on, even though you're not supposed to reverse during racing. And the reason why is if you reverse and you don't see somebody coming and that person doesn't see you and hits you, you can damage their pinion gear. Well, you can damage more than that. That's the other reason why. Okay, this turn. Not too bad. That's the turn I kept making mistakes. But see, all those little mistakes, just the way that truck fishtailed, you're losing time. You're trying not to do that, so I really need to lose some time. Sorry, slow down to not lose some time. Now, another quick little hint, if you do build a Euro Truck and you start running it, if the Euro Truck, when you're turning, starts sort of hopping, bouncing, you're going too fast. That's what it tells you, you're going too fast, so just slow down. Yellow Truck's about to get a lap on me, and I'm about to get a lap on that white truck, so it's kind of funny. But it all works out. I guess at least now the field is kind of close, pretending. But there we go. So white gets out of the way. We keep running. Do watch my build videos. I do have a full series on how to build these. The body takes probably longer than the actual chassis. The chassis is actually quite simple to build. You'll build it in less than 3 hours. I want to say about 2, but I can't remember. But the body, that one, takes a long time. But once you build them, you don't really do much to them, and that's the nice thing about Euro Truck. It's you race it the way you built it. So you just build the truck and you take it out. There's no camber adjustments, no toe adjustments, nothing like that. Shocks are dry shocks, so there's no oil. You don't worry about dampening oils. Really quite simple, and it's a stock pinion gear that you use as well. I have a Savox Servo. I use the servo saver, so I have the stock servo saver in here. The only thing is just put some thick differential fluid so that it doesn't leak in the front differential, and that really helps out. That's pretty much it. Now I'm stuck. Okay. Oh, and yeah, I remember that. Okay, so I had a lap. He now recovered it. Okay, got it back. So I'm ahead of him by a lap. It's a good thing he crashed into me. That got me out. But see those little tiny mistakes? Now the yellow truck's about to put another lap on us. I don't think he makes it though, but he's a very good racer. So again, join some of these spec classes. They're really fun to get into, inexpensive. One of these Euro trucks is just under $150, I believe, at this time. You do need a servo, and you need a transmitter, but it's a great way to get started, and then even if you end up shelving it half the time, they look pretty good. Well, that being said, race is almost over. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed this.
Oh, my